Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I am in the studio with Kate and Luca from the Strongman Luca James Foundation. How are you guys doing?
Hi, how are you? Hey, Strongman.
He's saying hi to everybody. Okay, we want to get to know you guys and know a little bit about what you do. Obviously, the organization is named after this little guy right here.
Yes, we founded the Strongman Luca James in honor of Luca and his battle with B-cell ALL, which is acute lymphomoblastic leukemia. He has been off treatment for a year, so we can say that he is now a survivor.
That's amazing.
But our organization was put together just by the fact that we wanted to give back in honor of all the people that came to fight alongside Luca.
Yeah, and you've told me before that whenever he started treatment, there wasn't a ton of resources for families. And that's what you guys do, right?
Yeah, so we live here in Myrtle Beach. And right now, if you are a pediatric cancer patient, there are only 3 places in the entire state of South Carolina. So there's some that will be treated in Florence, but for the majority, you'll be traveling back and forth to Charleston. Mm-hmm. He had to go multiple times. We actually stayed inpatient for over 3 months when he first was down there. So that tears a family apart. Mm-hmm. So we had people coming to cut our grass. We had people, giving DoorDash cards for us. And so the logistics around Strongman Luca James is to support local families financially. But it also is a very lonely time. So we're there to support emotionally. We really believe that, Horry County will get there, but any family that's going through this right now needs all the help they can get.
It takes a village.
Absolutely.
So I guess my question would be, what can people do to help you guys? What do you need from the community?
Sure, so our original mission for Strongman Luca James, like I said, is to raise funds and help families financially. So each year, we just started, because obviously this is a very new foundation, but we award families, based on their needs, a grant to use at their discretion what they need, whether they need to pay their mortgage, whether they need groceries. So anyone that's interested in helping the foundation right away, obviously monetary donations will never be turned down. Moving forward, and we've just partnered with Coastal Carolina Behavioral Health, we're looking to develop support groups. There's small support groups throughout for pediatric cancer families, but we're looking to get them all together. We're looking to kind of have a coalition of health organizations throughout Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, just anyone locally to be able to come together and just be there supportive. It's very isolating. The child is immunocompromised, so whether it's going to school, if they're in public school, and getting them their homework, whether it's, like I said, picking up groceries. So we're really looking to develop a support group first and foremost. The golf tournament was to benefit our family in the beginning. And then now that we have a full foundation, non-for-profit, that's how we raise our funds. So we could not have done this at all. This thought would not come first and foremost to Luca's great aunt, so Aunt Sherry. Aunt Sherry started the golf tournament and from afar collaborated with businesses like Archetype SC. We have a great relationship and a corporate partnership with Flossie Pediatric Dentistry. And then Grand Strand Animal Hospital have all been with us, as well as Shoreline Flooring from the beginning. So we just want to give those guys a shout out. But these businesses now believe in our mission and how we want to move the foundation forward.
Well, that is awesome. I want to say thank you to both Luca and Kate for coming on the show today so we can get to know you guys a little better. Where can people go to learn more information about you guys?
Right, we have a website. It's strongmanlucajames.com. We're also on social media, so Strongman Luca James Foundation. You can look us up on Facebook and Instagram. And then we can be reached just by phone number. So our office number is 843-340-4527.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
I'm so excited to be joined by Chef Sean Baxter. So, what's the second thing you're going to be making
Okay,
for
so
me?
the second dish that we're going to try to make for you guys today is going to feature two local products. One of them is going to be our local shrimp, and like I said earlier, it took me 2 years to source this shrimp to find them in the
Yeah.
same size, uniform, that will look aesthetically what we're looking for and have all of the requirements we have, you know, which is local, fresh, things like that. The company that I sourced them from is known as the Woods Fishery, and they've actually been in business since 1860. So over 145 years of customer service.
They know their stuff.
These are wild caught American shrimp. They're caught off of Tybee Island, Georgia.
Okay.
Okay. The second product we have is we're going to use a purple grit.
Gorgeous.
Okay. And that is from Jacksonville, Florida, and I
Cool.
believe that they're grown and manufactured in Florida, and then they're sent to Charleston for packaging.
Okay, sweet.
So it's kind of like a double kiss on that one. So this is what they look like. Now listen, they're a little smaller than the shrimp that you might see in some places where they're really big. Well, due to the way we get them, there's nothing added to them. They're not treated with chemicals.
Yeah.
So they're smaller, but they're fully packed with flavor, and they're absolutely delicious.
All right.
Okay.
And who doesn't love shrimp and grits, you
Yeah,
know,
right?
especially here in the
Classic dish.
South.
This is what they're gonna look like after you take them off and clean them and shell them up.
You start with the grits?
We're gonna go ahead. You want to cook your grits because your grits will take you about 40 minutes to cook to make true grits, real grits. You can use instant grits if you want. That's up to you. So you got to make sure that your stock or water, you can cook it in either one, is boiling. Chicken stock would be your most neutral. So we have our water nice and boiling, and we're gonna use water because a lot of our guests might be vegetarian. So they'll be able to eat it if I don't use stock. All right, so you're gonna wanna make sure your water's boiling and seasoned. You're just gonna go ahead and incorporate your grits in as fast as your water will take them, meaning don't have them start clumping up on you, okay?
Yeah.
And make sure that you whisk it, okay, continuously and until it's thicker, and then once it's thicker, you're gonna turn it down.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that's when it starts cooking for a long time.
Yes. All right. So,
All right, make me these shrimp.
So I'm gonna cook the shrimp now. I'm gonna sear the shrimp. So once again, I'm gonna want a nice hot pan, saute pan, cast iron skillet. I always season my shrimp before I put them in, or before I put them in the pan. I think it's easier to coat them evenly. Some people
Yeah.
do them the opposite way. All right, so you can use a couple different things to cook your shrimp. You can use olive oil or a blended oil, butter. I like to use a combination.
Gotcha.
Gives it a little more color and a little more flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk this. Okay, so first I'm gonna put a little olive oil in the pan. Not too much because we're not frying them. Okay. With my butter. Let this come up to the heat.
What do you want on the plate?
All right, here that sizzle getting
Oh,
close
yeah.
to cook time. You don't want to just throw them in. You can if you want. I don't like to. I like to lay them in like that. You hear that noise? A sizzle? That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm in the studio with DJ Roll. Oh my goodness, you are such a funny person to talk to. And I just want to start with, introducing yourself.
Yes.
What do you do, DJ?
Oh, when I'm not being a superhero at night?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I am a producer, I'm a philanthropist, I'm a lover, and I like to just be.
Yeah,
I'm a giver.
you're a giver. With movies, too.
Absolutely.
Did you always know you were going to become a movie producer?
I think that it was in the stars. I think that it was definitely in alignment, so yes.
Okay, well, tell everybody about this new movie that you just produced. It's called The Love Doctor.
The Love Doctor.
Tell me all about it.
It's all about a matchmaker who's helping his clients find love and during the most difficult seasons of their lives. And in this particular moment, he has a very awkward young lady who comes in to find love, and she's sabotaging dates, so he takes her out on mock dates. And between all those dates, something special happens, which is a spark. And that spark is where the movie takes off.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell everybody what you do as a producer? Because I don't really know what happens behind the scenes of movies. I'm in a very different line of work, as you can see.
Absolutely. Similar, but same.
Okay.
But as a producer, you have to find the financing, you have to find the talent, you have to connect the dots, you have to find the right script, to find the right actors, and you have to think about the ROI. Who this movie is gonna sell to, and why it's important, and why do they even want it? So producers do everything.
Okay, well, tell me more about The Love Doctor. What was it like being able to film? Was it exciting for you? Was this your first movie?
No, this was my 6th film.
Okay.
So this is my 3rd leading man as in film, but this is our 6th film. First time as a producer.
Okay.
That was
okay,
different,
yeah.
juggling all the hats, but it was fun.
Yeah. Well, what was it like behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, chaotic.
Mhm.
Chaotic, to say the very least. But it's a good chaotic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts, and we have a lot of people who are here to help us get it done. So I would say.
Well, I know somebody watching right now wants to know where they can watch The Love Doctor. Where can they find it?
All major platforms.
And where can people stay updated with you?
DJRaoFoundation.org or David L. Rao on all social media platforms.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I'm joined in the studio with Charles from Long Bay Symphony. How are you doing?
Just fine, thanks.
Awesome. Okay, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm the music director of the Long Bay Symphony, which is this region's professional orchestra. And it's funny because as much as we've been around, I think, it's, and now I can't remember exactly, it's our 36th, 37th season. Wow. They're going to kill me in the office for not remembering the exact year. But we've been around a while, but for a cultural institution, it's not that long. And since people are, it's so transient, people are constantly moving into this area from primarily the Northeast or the Charlotte area or wherever. And it's amazing how, in spite of all we do, people don't know they have a professional symphony orchestra in town. Yeah. So we do, of course, our traditional subscription concerts, classical things, and try to make that as varied as possible using, ballet dancers and, just as much variety as we can. But our biggest thrust over the past several years has been to do more diverse programming and more outreach. So we've done things like the New Year's Eve concert that we do and a gala, to, of course, Messiah performances in December. Also a Gullah to Gospel program involving a mass gospel choir in March. We've done patriotic war and peace concerts for the past several years over Veterans Day weekend. And so we're just out there in the community reaching all segments of the community, with a lot of those concerts being free, sponsored by the Chapin Foundation and other organizations. So that's kind of our mission, is to be out there and be a part of this community. And it's amazing, invariably after a concert, I'll have someone come up to me and say, "Oh, this was amazing. I had no idea we had a professional orchestra in this area." Which is sort of why I'm here today.
Yeah, we're spreading the word.
Yeah.
And these are talented musicians that deserve to,
right. Well,
get some spotlight on them.
Our musicians basically play in orchestras throughout the region, in the South Carolina Philharmonic, Wilmington, Charleston, all of the general area, and they just travel. A lot of them are professors at universities, or so it's you just go where the activity is.
I love it.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Grand Strand Dentistry. Well, welcome to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm at Grand Strand Dentistry and I'm joined by Dr. Swenson. Thanks for chatting with me today.
Yes, happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here and learn more about you guys and what you're all about. There's a long list of things that y'all offer, but why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and about the practice?
Well, personally, I just moved here from Arizona, and the practice is just based on working in technology, keeping up on current practices, and honestly saving time for the patients. Time is a big deal. I mean, most of the time when you go get something done, it's like you're going to be, rerouted, rescheduled. We really try to work everything to where we can do everything on the same day as much as possible. Quick scenario, let's just say you need to get a crown. You come in, we scan it in, we mill out the crown, we cement it on, you go home, you're done. You're not here for 2 appointments. Yeah. We try to get that all done within 2 hours. Sometimes we can get it done quicker, sometimes it takes a little longer. Humans are different. Yeah. Each one of them is individual and they present individual challenges. From there, we've actually gone to, what can we do to some of the patients that have different prosthetics, say like dentures. And we've got into 3D printing to where we could 3D print the dentures.
Wow.
And so we can do that. We could do it in a day, but it would take the whole day. So we just generally try to schedule it, a couple days later, but we can get it done fairly quickly. And the accuracy and the things that we can do is much better because we're able to use 3D technology to line everything up and also just create a better fit.
Yeah.
And, there's still discrepancies with each individual, but it does a much better job than we were able to do before. From there, we've gone to different CAD/CAM techniques for different milling units and bigger prosthetics and things like that. That just gets really technical. So
I was going to say, the viewers may not know all these terms that you're saying.
No. And probably another thing is like, it's hard to get extractions around here. Dr. Armstrong and myself, we're old. We started out doing extractions and that's what we do. We do a lot of extractions. So even sometimes if you don't want to be awake, we can schedule an anesthesiologist to come here and get your extraction done.
Gotcha.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Well, let's say there's a scenario where unfortunately somebody loses a tooth.
Right.
You guys can do implants here as well.
Correct.
Tell me all about that.
Implants, it's kind of fun because like I said earlier, I'm older than dirt. So back in the 80s, I worked in a dental lab, and that's when honestly the implants started showing up. So we'd get these implants that come in, we'd have to create these prosthetics for them. And that's when I really got interested in it. And I was probably about 16 at the time.
Wow.
So from there, I picked a dental school that allowed the general dentist to place implants at that school, Creighton University, at that time. And then from there, I've just learned more and more and more and more as time goes on. And there's just so many applications for implants. I mean, most people are aware of what they can do, and it's really exciting.
Well, how does it feel whenever you have a patient that comes in and they, were experiencing pain or they lost a tooth and you guys were able to give them their smile back?
Well, let's back that up. First thing, they're coming in pain. So the first thing we want to do is get them out of pain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing. It's like people come to the dentist and a lot of times they're not in good shape.
Yeah.
So, we'd get them out of pain, get rid of the infections, and then go on to the restorative part. Give them their smile back. So many people are walking around with bad smiles and they don't like it. It's self-conscious. I mean, they just, they don't know it, but everybody looks at your teeth.
It's true.
And they don't know they do it, but everybody does it. But we're able to do that, and a lot of people, some people, you give them their restoration and they cry, but that's exciting, and that's nice as well.
All right. Well, I appreciate you chatting with me, letting me know a little bit more about Grand Strand Dentistry. So if one of our viewers is watching right now and they want to learn a little bit more about you guys, where can they find you online?
GrandStrandDentistry.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Grand Strand Dentistry.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.